Welcome to Berean Babes Being the No. I'm your host, Fale Chikuni. We begin. MacKenzie, she's an ex-wife to Jeff Bezos, who is the founder of Amazon. She has just donated $275 million to Planned Parenthood. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously she got her settlement from Jeff Bezos. And now this is where she's free to do whatever she wants to do with the money. But pretty much donating $275 million to Planned Parenthood. Of all the organization that this lady would have sent her money to. So this $275 million is going to go to the efforts of pretty much killing the potential future Amazon employees. It is a sad situation to use that type of money, donating money to Planned Parenthood. Moving on, we have University of Washington. Apparently, they have an unprecedented large amount of dead babies who were harvested. Pretty much these are the babies who were killed through abortion. And now, University of Washington, they do have like the largest laboratory, and people who are involved with pro-life and other organizations discovered this, and it's so sad. Obviously, they're using these children, these babies, for stem cell research. Apparently, the most organ that's in high demand are the brain cells. What a shame, but this is what's going on. Moving on, the SBC. I don't know, like, it's so heavy, right? Okay, we're gonna finish up with something fun today. North American Mission Board, NAMB. This is one of entities in the SBC. They were very much instrumental last summer for sending about 150 church planters. Oh, the famous thing is wine and dine. They're very much famous on wine and dining you. So you can join the camp, inside the SPC. But they use their funds. And yes, this is the funds that people, when you are SBC church, you send money under the cooperative program. That money is used to fund missionaries, all the other things that the SBCs are doing. So one of I think that North American Mission Board did last year was to send some church planters to go to Nashville. And one of the person who was also on the board was Mrs. Little. She was one of she was, I think, like a chair of women's ministry in North American Mission Board. So this was pretty much reported by Washington Post. So I don't know, this was supposed to be a secret, but it's no longer a secret, it's out in the bag. And this time around, ladies and gentlemen, North American Mission Board is planning to send 150 messengers to Anaheim, California. Just sending messengers to go and vote in of itself, I don't think it's an issue. But guess who is the chair? Who is the first chairman of the Board of Trustees? None other than Willie Rice. Yes, Willie Rice. The same candidate who is running for SBC president. So, as a Board of Trustees with North American Mission Board, they'll be sending messengers, about 150 church planters. I think they do this all the time. But this time around, they're going to Anaheim, to California, where Willie Rice is going to be on the ballot. So you tell me, what reason does any of these messengers, why would they vote against Willie Rice? I'm just asking. It's a fair question to ask. All I see is a conflict of interest, but he hasn't resigned as the first vice president of North American Mission Board. He hasn't resigned from that, but he's put his name is going to be on the ballot. And yes, he was also endorsed by the current SBC president, Ed Little. So Willie Rice, he's been endorsed by the current SBC president. So you know the deal. But we do remember J.D. Hall. J.D. Hall put out a call that he was going to send 1,000 messengers if Tom Back runs as the SBC president, or if Vode Bockham runs as SBC president. So obviously Tom Back is not running, but we know Vode Bockham is running as a pastoral. He's going to be the president of the pastors in the SBC, so he can run there. Because I think technically he couldn't run as SBC, but I mean, like Tom Asko as for SBC president. Yeah, man, it's good. He's also a good candidate. So I mean, J.D. Hall, hey man, if you know anything about J.D. Hall, it's not a secret. He's a force to be reckoned with. Yes, he is crazy, but hey, the guy has been right, to be honest with you, because all the things that he was saying, his downgrade and everything, they've come out to be true. So it's understandable why people did not believe him then, because like, hey, the names that he was mentioning at that time, nobody would have believed. But right now, we already know. The fact that CRT as an analytical tool is live and well today in the SBC, and you have Ed Litton as still as the president of SBC after everything that went down, tells you the issues that are going on in SBC. But this time around, J.D. Hall is willing to put all those things aside. He has so much going on, but this time around he's willing to get his hands dirty. So if he's decided to do this, I'm like, hey man, you know, it's a good thing. Right now, all hands on deck. If there's one thing people have learned inside the SBC, you cannot sit on the sidelines expecting to see your candidate win. It's not going to happen. You saw what was going on with Mike Stone. I'm telling you, I'm not charismatic. I don't believe in any of these things. But if you watch, you could actually see it was kind of like demonic activities going on in Nashville. So yes, those people are going to do anything to make sure the candidate win by any means necessary. So if conservatives are out there, you want Tom Asko to win, Vode Bockham to win, it's not going to happen. Sitting down. You need to be waking the phones. You need to be mobilizing your people, energizing the base, okay? Because most people left the SBC, the people that you wanted them to be out there, they left. So, hey man, you can't blame them for leaving. So this time around, you need to mobilize on those phone calls, okay? Mobilize on those phone calls. I think Tom Asko, I met him at G3. Just good, humble gentleman. When he put out that movie, By What Standard, it costed him. You know, it costed him. So when you want to get in the fight, it's going to cost you. It's not cheap. It's going to cost you. And yes, people, it has costed people friendships, you name it. Those things, they happen. They happen. So this time around, Tom Asko is running. He lost friends along the way, but I think it's a good thing this time he's running. So, you know, the people are putting their differences aside. They're willing to jump in and to fight and to make sure that Tom Asko can go out there and make a difference in some shape or form. So I think those who are able to go out there and definitely cast your vote for Tom Asko. And I mean, like, hey, you know, Pastor Tom, out there, if you're listening, pick up that phone call that JD is calling you. Call out over there the John Harrises, because the regular people on the pews, they might don't know what's going on out there, but they do listen to what the John Harrises of this world are saying, and it makes a difference. So that would be my 2 cents. Ask these guys to support you in any way that they can. You need those votes. You need those votes, because you're one guy who is still standing and want to fight inside the SBC. You know, so many people have left. So you want to fight. There's people who want to fight with you. There's people who want to support you. So do whatever you have to do to make sure that you save this SBC for your great grandkids. I know you believe in that. And yes, there's people out here loading up for you. So go hashtag change the direction, okay? Hashtag change the direction. So be sure to support Tom Asko. And not only that, we do have enemies within the church. Apart that they had over 300,000 who have seen their movie, and they're still doing their promotion, Adam Greenway as they're called. So they ended up having Adam Greenway as they called because Adam Greenway was against this film. So you already know the deal as to why he was against this film. So yes, if you know anything about the SBC, nothing is going to come on a silver platter. So go out there, fight for your candidate, make sure you mobilize the base. Hashtag change the direction. Okay, change the direction. Tom Asko for SBC come June in Anaheim, California. So the caravans that are going out there, okay, go out there. The rebrands are out there also mobilizing other people to go, which I think it's a good thing. Yes, and go and cast the vote. All right, then we do have, moving on, Hillsong. Yes, Hillsong, the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. Hillsong Atlanta, Hillsong Phoenix, Kansas City, they're all shutting down. This is of the heels of Brian Houston has resigned. The sex scandal and all the shenanigans that have been going on inside the Hillsong. The ship is going down. I mean, it was just a matter of time. They had 40 years to clean house. They didn't. So I think it's a good thing that they can disband. Hopefully these people are going to find themselves in good, solid churches where they can grow, they can flourish. So we already know there are good, solid churches out there. They're still singing Hillsong songs. So how can these churches continue to be singing Hillsong songs with everything else that's going on with Hillsong right now, today? And the documentary is out there. So be informed of such matters. Okay. Lastly, on a lighter note, on a laughing matter note, we have our prophetess, Kerr. Kerr was told, apparently, I don't know, like, all this is just garbage, but this is what she says. I'm just giving out to you. We can laugh about this. She dyed her hair pink because she was told that her hair needs to be pink so she can stand out among all the prophets. Okay, so she has to stand out among the who are these prophets? I guess the Kenneth Copeland's, the Benny Hinneys, and the Clifford Dollars. I don't know, the Joe Austin. She must stand out amongst those types of prophets. So this time around, she was saying that in the beginning was the Word. Okay, so she says that Jesus is the Word, but he is inside the Father. So, but then he jumps inside the Father and then jumps out so that he goes out there and create, okay, and create things. So the reason why I had to write it down, okay, so I shouldn't misrepresent the prophetess. She says that Jesus can change height, okay? Apparently, she saw this herself in heaven because she takes trips every now and then to and from heaven. So Jesus can change height in heaven, whatever size that you want, okay? And then she also said that she saw a girl while she was in heaven. And she asked the Father that she wanted to be, she was praying to be tiny, small as an ant. So the Father told Kerr that, oh yeah, don't worry about that girl. I've already answered her prayer. She can be as small as an ant. So she also says, Father, they can step out inside of each other. Okay, that's why we have the doctrine of the Trinity. Okay, that's how we know that our God is triune, because they can step inside. Yes, could come. But we all know, you know, this, I wouldn't even call this heretical. I wouldn't even call this heresy. I don't know. We just need to come up with another word, okay? Because when we say something is heretical, like heresy, it has something. You know what I'm saying? But this, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. So, yeah, you know, if you guys have a name that you want to suggest, that what prophetess Kerr is saying over here, I'm interested to know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you find this to be informative to you. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Parian's Page. Until next time, remember to be in the know.